Hey everybody, so in this video we'll see how to use AND operator to check whether a bit is on or off. Alright, so let's say I have this binary sequence and I want to check if first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and I want to check if fifth bit is on or off. On means 1 and off means 0. Alright, so for that we'll use something called AND mask, where we'll place 1 on the fifth bit and zeros for rest of them. Now if I use bitwise AND, yeah, we are performing this operation using bitwise AND, not AND. Both are two different operators. All right, so bitwise AND, and if I perform an AND operation here, I get 1 and the rest of them will be 0, right? So if the fifth bit returns 1, that means the fifth bit was on. And let's say if it was 0, then it would have returned 0 only. So in that case, so fifth bit was, let's say, 0, okay? In that case, it would have returned 0 only. So we know that the fifth bit was off, right? So all we need to do is place 1 at the position where we want to check if the bit is on or off, and then we'll put an AND mask, and then we perform bitwise AND, and we get the result. If the result is 1 at that particular position, if the result is 1 at that particular position where we want the bit to be on or off, and if the bit is 1 at that particular position, that means the bit was on. And if after bitwise AND, if the bit is 1 at that particular position, that means at fifth position the bit was on. Or if it's 0, that means the fifth bit was 0. All right. So here I printed the binary sequence of hexadecimal 39, right? So it's 00111101, and I want to check if, let's say, fourth bit is on or off, right? So for that, I'm going to create an AND mask, which will be unsigned character AND mask, okay? And mask equals to, will left shift 1 by 3 bits, right? Because we want a fourth bit to be 1, okay? So now let's see if we have the right AND mask. I need to print that in next line. Okay. Now I'll perform a bitwise AND between A and N mask, and that will reveal if the fourth bit is 1 or not. I mean, we can see it's 1. So if I execute show bits here, I've discussed show bits in a different video in the playlist. You can check that out. And once I perform A bitwise AND with AND mask, it should return. Oh, sorry. I want to print this to I should print this in the next line. And if I run this, I'll get, yeah. So it's printing 1 at the fourth bit. So that means that the fourth bit is on, right? Now, let's say if I want to check for the third bit, okay? So that means I need to shift bitwise and on the left by 2, okay? So yeah, so it will perform bitwise and between, it will perform bitwise and between A and this AND mask where the third bit is 1. So, and if I perform a bitwise AND between these two, it's returning all zeros. So that means the third bit is off, right? That's how we can use bitwise AND to check if kth bit in a binary sequence is on or off, right?